First time I saw you were the size of a honeybee. Waited outside with Scarlet next to me and listened to your heartbeat. Just like a dream becomes reality. There on my phone inside another screen, the little one I'm waiting to meet. My little honeybee, bumble in the breeze. I wish you all the flowers for the honey you need. Love and let be. Don't worry about the sting. It might be the hardest part for your beating heart, especially if you take after me. Especially. Next time I saw you grown by an inch or three, spun around like you were running free. I'm sure the time will move too fast for me. Little honeybee, bumble in the breeze. I wish you all the flowers for the honey you need. Love and let be. Don't worry about the sting. It might be the hardest part for your beating heart, especially if you take after me. Your mom and I, we had to try. You see, the sweetest things in life don't come so easily, as effortless as it may one day seem. A little honeybee, bumble in the breeze. I wish you all the flowers for the honey you need. Love and let be. Don't worry about the sting. It might be the hardest part for your beating heart, especially if you take after me. Especially. Hey, it's Alec again. Welcome back. Welcome back to Sky Bravo's Fantastical Showbus. So the song you just heard is called Little Honeybee, and its name comes from a fetus tracking app that when you have a child, if you want to know how big your baby is growing in there, this one starts at the size of a honeybee. So we were working through a fertility clinic while the pandemic was going on, and our first ultrasound, I had to stay in the car and FaceTime my wife while she went in. So I'm sitting there looking at my phone, my dog in the back seat, having all the rush of emotions you get seeing your child for the first time, albeit in utero. The story of the song just kind of outlines that experience, and going back when I actually got to see her, when I think maybe a few months later, we like get her up on, and at that point it's not just an embryo, she's like running in place. But yeah, that's, I think all the things you experience and trying to have to maybe one day explain to your child, like why did you feel like playing a role in bringing them into the world, and having to explain that is what we get to in the bridge of the song. The lyrics to the bridge are, your mom and I, we had to try. The sweetest things in life don't come so easily, as effortless as it may one day seem. And as I was writing that, I knew, I would maybe get to a point where I forget how challenging it was, and to go most of your life being afraid of having a child, to take the steps to like, all right, actively, I'm going to do this. This is going to happen. And once you make the choice, or once I made the choice, I speak for myself, it wasn't scary anymore. It was the like anticipation of everything that was scary. And I think growing up as a kid, it might be hard to understand all of that, and maybe to some degree, just writing that out was kind of like, man, I know this is not going to make sense one day, but this is what this was like, and it might seem hard to understand all the steps that we went through to get to now, and why. And certainly even now, it's 3 years later, and I don't remember entirely how difficult that process was. And like when you talk to parents, you know, as you're walking around with an infant, even, you'll always hear, oh, you know, cherish this because it's going to pass real quick. And it does. And if you don't write everything down, it's definitely hard, especially for myself. I don't think I slept for more than 2 hours for 11 months. So my short-term memory through that period of time is a bit wrecked, shall we say.